Welcome back to Lenz's Comic Corner Classic Non-Classics. This is episode number 1940 and Doubleshot number 1834. I have roughly two DC trades featuring two of the big three, Batman and Superman. First off in Batman, Dead to Rights, which collects issues from Batman Confidential 22 to 25 and 29 to 30. You're probably thinking, where's 27, 28, 26, 28? That's another trade. Don't worry about that. Simply put, this storyline picks up right after the second story arc of the series, where Batman first meets the Joker, one of his first of several meetings. It's basically him dropping out the Joker at the precinct. We have his first ever trial, him sent to Arkham Asylum. We also have it where we had the first time he brings the Riddler to the precinct, and, well, not much else there. Just a really good set. It's a really good story arc. Andrew Kreisberg does the writing. The artwork is done by Scott McDaniel. And this is just really good artwork. I thoroughly enjoy it. Just a damn good story arc, by the way. Yeah, really good. And with that, I have reviewed the first 25 issues of Batman Confidential. Yep. I give this second trade here a 9 out of 10. Really good. Alright, next up it is Superman Camelot Falls. The very first story arc of this series, just after the crossover, up, and away. Yep, this is basically just after that post 1 year later story arc coming out in 2007, written by Kurt Busiek. Yes, a guy who's been writing comics since like the 90s. I think he's been writing since then. Mostly put just standards. This is not that long of a trade. It starts with issue 654. It goes straight to 658. This is basically, like, if you're a fan of, like, the post-crisis Superman, you would love this story arc, because mostly if you're also a fan of the marriage of Superman and Lois. Now, yes, in case you're curious, though, is John Kent in this continuity? No, that was something that came up about 7 years ago. Now, mostly put, you just have Superman get back to Frey. At one point, Clark Kent, who actually published the article about his return, was actually accused of faking the story, thinking that Superman did not return, even though he actually did. And Clark Kent stood up from his plane, who was actually reading a book, tells the reporter he doesn't like very much, that I don't like you very much, please leave me alone, and basically, I have to get back and read my book. Basically, he's not punching him. Normally, if there's a Superman, he'd basically punch him. But he's trying to keep his cool, which got appreciate Kurt Busiek right in that way. And there's also this really good scene here of Superman and Lois dancing in the sky. Well, for flying, of course, holding her the whole time. And then face off against like another version of like a version of Bizarro in here. And the whole tagline of like Camelot Falls, which relates to somebody from the past. But this just really good here. This actually is part 1 of this 2 trades here. Yes, there is a volume 2 for Camelot Falls, and it collects the rest of the story. But this, for the start of this book, really good. I give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Just standard good stuff here. If you're curious though, is there any guest star appearances by other DC superheroes per se that are not Superman? Well, is a guest appearance by his beautiful cousin? No. Just basically got Superman. Well, he does run into Mayhem, who worked for Darkseid. Yep. There's also in here with the whole thing of, after, apparently at this point in time, we have Lana and Pete Ross, who were married and they're divorced, and they have a son together who named Clark, but apparently doesn't, because of the divorce, doesn't call him Clark, and he calls him Butch or Buster. Yes, seriously. But yeah, really good stuff here. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, so that's it for this review. Stay tuned for more Spy Assembly and our Comic Corner, okay? Next video. Bye.